Sir,
Yeah,
a question, sir.
yeah, tell me.
What is the difference between a bartender or a mixologist?
What is the difference between bartender and mixologist? Great questions. Thank you for questioning this. Maybe everyone don't know about the same difference between a bartender and mixologist. Both have a different responsibility. So basically, you know myself, Manas from the hospitality desk, and I am a bartender. I am not a mixologist. So what I used to do and what the mixologist who hired from some other places, what he used to do. So yes, I'll tell you what is the difference between a bartender who used to make the cocktail or mocktail with, you know, lots of method they used to follow for shaking, pouring, mixing, you know. So what was the responsibilities for both? What is the difference? We'll see. So basically, if you see difference between a mixology and a bartender, on primary role, what a bartender used to do. In a primary role, bartender used to make a drinks for the guest, or they used to manage the bar very nicely. They used to engage with the guest. The counter and the restaurant, they used to go and speak with the guest, taking the order, making the drinks, and serving to the guest. That's the bartender. But what is for the mixologist? Mixologists, they used to craft and create new complex of cocktail. They will create new cocktail recipes. They will upcoming training cocktail they will make. That is the responsibilities for the mixologist. Okay, and what a bartender used to focus. Bartender used to focus speed, efficiency and hospitality, and how the operation will be happen in your bar. And what mixology used to focus? Mixology, they used to focus that today I have create a cocktail, tomorrow what I will create. That is the technique, innovative technique for a mixologist. If you talk about training, so what bartender used to get trained and used to give training to other people, they used to do practically experience, or they used to go any academy, bar academy for taking the training, or somehow people used to get trained by practically also. But if you talk about the mixologist, they often self-touching or trained of cocktail category. They used to take their own initiative. They used to put their own effort to create new things, bartender special, new creative or innovative ideas to bring on the trending market on the bar. Okay, and what are the tools they are using being as a bartender? Bartender always they used to, you know, use the shaker, they used to use the jigger, bar spoon, you can see the bar spoon, and they used to use the speed pourer. That is the more tools for the bartender. Speed pourer, that is the pourer, you can see pourer. So if you are pouring, that is speed pourer. So that tools used to use by bartender. But what all the tools a mixologist used to use? Mixologist always used to use, you know, infused liquor, flame toucher, flamber, they used to be flamber, and special garnish bitter, they used to use this. Okay, if you talk about the guest interaction, the bartender always they are in high chatting, serving and multitasking to interact the guest. While they are making the drinks, they can speak to the guest who is sitting on my counter. I am making the drinks easily because I know all are the recipes and all. I can speak to the guest while I am making. Okay, but a mixologist, what a mixologist used to do, they used to various often more behind the screen. They will be there on the floor, on the bar, and behind of the operation also their work is there. They will go to somewhere else to find some difficult things to increase or uplift your ingredients of special cocktail or bartender cocktail. If you talk about example like pouring beer, making cocktail, or fast service, this all is there for a bartender. They are very fast for making cocktail, mocktail, pouring beer, and making cocktail, mocktail, this etc etc. But if you talk about mixologist, they are create a signature drinks unique presentation. They will always take time, but they will create a signature that will be wow. What people will be what surprised? What is this? Wow! So that's a mixologist work. Okay, simply if you want to verify or if you want to make difference in between, you can say that a bartender is like a cook who is to cook food in a kitchen, and a mixology, they are the head chef who is to drive into the kitchen, who is the main decision maker, who is to change the ingredient to make the dishes more innovative. Every day they used to come up with different ingredients. They used to discover new dishes. That's a mixologist. So these all are the differences there in between bartender and mixologist. सबको पता होना चाहिए, जो भी होटल इंडस्ट्री में काम करता है, ये वीडियो सबके लिए है, इसमें से बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है आपको. थैंक यू सो मच, काइंडली बेयर विद अस.
Thank you, sir.